Hello, my name is Jorge Sammartin. Today I will be presenting Deliverable 7 for the course of Understanding Ourselves Through Physics. This is a blog presentation, and today's date is December 22nd, 2017. Today I will be presenting the travel blog that I have created for my overseas trip to Italy to visit one of the best doctors that treat cancer, which is the disease that I currently have. I am also a writer for Physics Today, and therefore I will be talking about all relative physics concepts that I encounter in my journey. Physics principles and various real world examples. So, as I prepare for my trip, I usually typically pack my cell phone and laptop. And I also will be bringing a USB drive with the pictures that have been taken here from the doctors that have treated me for my cancer. I will be bringing those pictures in the USB drive so that the doctors in um, Italy can examine them, and therefore, hopefully, they can find a cure or a treatment for my disease. Next, I will be talking about the scientific method. The scientific method in modern physics, it's actually still used today by many scientists around the world. The scientific method is a perfect way to come to a conclusion. So typically, scientists, what they do is they observe, then once they observe, they hypothesize, then they test, and finally they come to a conclusion. A perfect example of this is cancer research scientists who continuously continue to find try to find a cure for cancer, and so they use this method a lot. Which again, it's observing, hypothesizing, testing, and then coming to a conclusion. And each day we get closer to finding a cure for cancer. Next, I'm going to talk about the use of classical physics principles in relation to a real life situation. Walking, as we walk, run, things of that nature, all of that it involves physics. Friction keeps the car on the road. So after I have everything packed for the trip, what I do is I walk to my car and get inside the car and then start driving. Everything is related to physics. The frictional force makes the car able to move, and it also helps keep the car on the road. Then I go to the security checkpoint and they verify my passport and ticket information. The airport actually has a hologram that welcomes me to the airport's international terminal. The hologram was able to tell me about how to get through the customs, and it even helped me sort out what documentation is required. Next, I'm going to talk about physics principles and various real world examples with my personal connection. During the flight, the plane can fly due to aerodynamics that maintains the momentum of the plane above ground. The motion of air around an object allows us to measure the forces of lift, which allows an aircraft to overcome gravity, and drag, which is the resistance an aircraft that feels as it moves through the air. As the plane takes off, it causes all the momentum to increase due to the airplane flying towards the air. I'm also going to talk about the physics principles and various real world examples and modern technology. So today, in airplanes, we can actually use Wi-Fi on the plane. So I can use my laptop and I can use, um, my phone to be able to log onto the internet, things like that. And also, the GPS satellite is used by the air pilots that allows them to uh, go to where their destination that they need to go. And lastly, technology that uses quantum mechanics and connection to and then connected to my own experience. So, as I mentioned, I have arrived in Italy and for medical treatment. The medical team has been able to view the images I brought from the U.S. However, they decided that due to more medical imaging, that they needed to do more medical imaging, and so they will be taking a closer look and helping me get treated for my cancerous disease. Thank you, and that concludes my presentation.